Well, how was the Mardi Gras, Nick? Did you go to it?
Good night.
It was terrible.
Really? Was the
I
weather?
did
Was
not
it
go
the?
to it.
Take
Oh.
one in there.
We had
Oh,
bad
Hi,
weather through here.
everybody.
Yeah, I heard that.
In Metairie, Jefferson
Oh.
Parish, they actually canceled it. No
Oh.
Here.
But you didn't come to comedy, and you didn't go to the Mardi Gras.
I
so where
lost
were-
power
Everybody.
at my house.
Oh, that bad of weather. Whoa.
Yeah, really windy.
Hmm. But Gleason did a fine job for you.
Hi, sweet
heard.
pea.
I seen pictures.
Mara, HUD. Yeah, put that add, please.
See, she's got to fix everything.
Put it on. You gotta tell me. Jeez.
No, I didn't tell you to put that on. Go back into it.
Stream is up, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Thanks for telling me.
He's dressing in front of the world.
No, keep this on.
I didn't put anything else on.
Hey, Jim.
That's what I.
I'll be right back. Hey,
Hey,
Jerry.
Jimbo's here. Hey, Jimbo.
I can't see, so it's difficult, but you've got this
Yeah,
black
this is-
shirt on.
That's what you told me to put on. I told
No,
you
I
no.
told you to put this on.
No. You said put it on. Put it on.
Where's
Take it off, take it
Solana?
off.
Oh, good.
Hi, honey.
Where's Solana?
Take it
How are
off.
you, sweetie?
Take it all off.
When you
What are
go
you
in
taking
there
off?
to-
Do I need to take pictures?
Again,
If you go in there
be on video.
and you I'll lose.
Hello, you're putting me on.
Hi, everybody.
Put the HUD on.
Let's go back.
We ought to do that one night just to see how bad I get restricted. What happens? Do a naked stand.
Where's Time? Oh, there he is. Hi, Dan.
Ah, no, that's
Hi,
Hello,
Morgan.
Morgan.
Add.
Morgan looks
Good to see you,
pretty.
Morgan.
That's what I did.
All dressed up. Looks pretty.
Shirt on.
what happened to Pepper. She logged in and then she went off.
I know I crashed a couple of times coming in.
I did.
Look at you, Charles! You ready for this? Yes!
She just texted.
Awesome.
Hi, Cesar.
Click them again.
How'd you made it
Yeah.
here, Cesar?
Your feet were sticking out.
Hello, Cesar.
That's why. You can close that now, please.
Hi,
You don't have
Moonbeam.
to save it.
Don't mess with my avatar anymore, okay?
I didn't click. You did it.
Just don't because you keep on putting odds and stuff.
Somebody didn't close their mics.
I know, it's like, I hear a couple arguing.
Yeah, well, no, it gets worse.
It's okay. Everybody does
All
it.
right.
It's part of the act.
Alright, Pepper.
Yeah,
maybe
that's it.
for a few minutes at least. She's not been able to log in.
Oh,
Yeah, she was logged in for a while.
Yeah, I showed her logged in, but
I'm for some.
I think it was one of the things where
hi.
show logged in, but you really ain't logged in.
Really not logged in.
Right, you're not in world. You're just like halfway.
Look,
Hi,
look.
Cesar. Welcome back. Why not? Hi, Morgan.
Alright, Pepper, we'll be waiting on you.
What
Kinda.
happened to Wyvern? Did she go?
She should be watching. Wyvern crashed too?
Oh boy.
You just came back.
Oh, we better start this before y'all all start leaving. Alright, everybody. Welcome to Hooligans Underground. Congratulate yourself. This is the first time ever you started right on time. Only a minute late. And we can round that down. It's probably closer to 7 than it is 7:01. That's the first for us. So I'm gonna start us off with maybe this one right here. Alright, Boudreaux. He's working the night shift. One night, he gets off early and he heads home. And when he gets down his street, he sees Thibodeau running naked. Rolls down the window, pulls up alongside Thibodeau. He says, "Why you running down the street naked?" Thibodeau, "It's 'cause you coming home early, bro."
Oopsie.
Dr. James is and
Oops.
don't want to get caught.
I tell y'all, I pulled randomly out the stack and I got a bunch of long jokes. So y'all gonna have to put up with a long one right here.
That's fine.
It's
Do
a full
it.
That's what you
paragraph.
said.
Yay! And then there's that.
I may screw up somewhere in the middle.
You say long?
That's okay.
It's all good.
We all do.
Alright, Boudreaux and Marie. They went to the Louisiana State Fair every single year. And every year, there was a guy there offering airplane rides for $10. Now, every year, Boudreaux, he wanted to go flying, but could never get up enough nerve to go, because he was scared. Well, this year, it's going to be different. Boudreaux, he decides that if he doesn't go this time, he ain't never going to go.
Uh-oh. Never, never.
So he tells Marie, he says, Chef, I'm going to take me that plane ride this time, for sure. And Marie says, Boudreaux, you know that's kind of expensive. $10. Boudreaux said, Marie, if I do not do it this time, I'm never going to go. Again, Marie says, but Boudreaux, $10 is $10. Now the pilot, standing nearby, he hears all this. He says, look, if the two of you promise to be real quiet, don't say a single word, I'll take both of you up for free. But if either one of you says one word, I'm going to charge you the $10.
Uh-oh.
Now, that's the deal Boudreaux couldn't pass up, and Marie either, because she cheap too. So they agreed. They get into the airplane, and the pilot takes off. Now they up in the air. The pilot, he figures he gonna, either one of them to say something, he gonna earn his $10. Alright? So he just loop-the-loops. And
Thank
he
you
does
for
the whole,
the I lost my voice and I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did.
well, welcome back, Wyvern.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back, why not?
Really
Thank
sucks
you.
that you missed more than half of this joke.
Oh man, can you start it over?
I guess I could.
Hey, right here.
From the beginning, y'all. Y'all just forget about all that. Start over. For Wyvern.
Thank you.
Alright.
I know you did not start already because it's only 8:05 and I know that.
We started on time today.
She's gonna have to watch the video to believe it, right?
We started on time.
I will.
Boudreaux and Marie went to the Louisiana State Fair every single year. And every single year, there was a guy offering airplane rides. $10. Now, every year, Boudreaux, he wanted to go flying, but he's scared. He could never get up the nerve. Now, this year, it's going to be different. Boudreaux, he decides that if he don't do it this time, he ain't never going to do it. So he tells Marie, he says, Chef, I'm going to take me that airplane ride this time. Guarantee. Marie says, Boudreaux, you know, it's kind of expensive. $10. Boudreaux, he says, Marie, if I don't do it this time, I ain't never going to do it. I'm going to do it. Marie says, but Boudreaux, $10 is $10. It's $10. Now the pilot, standing nearby, he hears them arguing.
Oh, just for some clarification, $10 is $10, right?
Yes, sir.
$10 is a Big Mac.
Okay, all right.
Is that it?
Go on.
Just be
I
clear.
didn't understand the whole purpose of that interruption. But here we go. The pilot, standing nearby. That's the third time I done told y'all this. And he hears them arguing. He says, look, if the two of you promise, you're real quiet, don't say a word, I'll take you up for free. But
Whoa.
either one of you says one word, I'm gonna charge you $10. $10. Now, they cheap. That's a deal. So they did it. They agreed. They get into the airplane, and the pilot takes off. Now, while they in the air, the pilot figures if he can get either one of them to say one word, he could charge him for the $10. I mean, that's what he's there for, right? So he proceeds to perform steep climbs, deep dives, loop-to-loops, rolls, anything he could do to scare him. But he ain't never heard a sound. Not a peep. Finally, he lands and he tells Boudreaux, he said, man, I did everything I could to get y'all to talk, but you didn't. Boudreaux said, well, Mr. Pod, I was going to say something when Marie fell out the plane. But $10 is $10.
That is funny.
Just my voice. Can you start that joke over?
Get the
Watch the
rewind.
rerun.
Alright, that was a long one.
That's
And
good.
is that Wyvern up here? Alright, y'all. I think Wyvern wants to come up.
Well, I just teleported here, but I can do mine right now and get it done. Here we go. If I can find that chair.
Everybody,
If
let's
I can
welcome
sit down
Wyvern.
here. Yeah, I can sit down. I'm so happy. I'm so tired from standing for so long. Oh yeah, so what do you call a Roman soldier with hair in his teeth?
Gladiator.
Oh, you filthy bastard! You knew it.
I learned a different one.
Oh boy, no wonder Kirsten hangs with you. Okay. Scientific studies show that there are two things in the air that cause women to get pregnant: their right leg and their left leg.
And then there's that.
You don't know how you cancel an appointment at the sperm bank? It's like any other bank. You just call them and tell them you can't come. What if the person who named walkie-talkies named everything? Well, stamps could be licky stickies. Defibrillators could be hearty starties. Bumblebees can be fuzzy buzzy. Pregnancy tests, maybe baby. A fork could be a stabby grabby. My brother actually threw a fork across the table at dinner at me one time, and it stuck in my hand, and I had fork. Yeah, it hurt. Socks would be feety heety for socks. A hippopotamus, I love them. Floaty bloaty. Nightmare, screamy, dreamy. So anyway, tonight I did make a delicious deer stew. It was a Himalayan deer stew. We found Himalayan in the road.
Oh, roadkill. Really
Tasty.
That's when you got a bad
Beverly Hillbilly.
That's right.
Well, what do you call a reverse exorcism? Or what is a reverse exorcism?
What?
It's when the demon tells the priest to get out of the child. Oh, God. That was terrible.
Oh my god.
So a man walks into the library, and he's looking for a book for men with small penises, and he asks the librarian, and she gets her computer around and says, I don't know if it's in yet. And the guy goes, yeah, that's the book. And now from the news, as posted by Melanie Mitchum, whom I love on TikTok. A local grocery store employee used a labeling gun to scare off a would-be robber. Police are now looking for a man with a price on his head. The World Origami Championship is this Friday. It can be watched on pay-per-view. It will feature a local man who claims that he has learned to do origami backwards. More on this story as it unfolds.
As it unfolds.
Hey, it's not easier doing
That woman is adorable. She's really cute. All right, this morning, a truck filled with Vicks Vapo Rub turned over on the highway. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours. Studies show that cows produce more milk when farmers talk to them. It's a case of in one ear and out the other. And last in the news, finally in the news, Sugar Ray Leonard and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are launching a morning talk podcast. They're calling it Coffee and Kareem with Sugar. And I have more later, but I'm not going to do more tonight until... Ta-da!
Ta-da!
That was funny. Well done.
Yeah, for whatever, no.
Oh, you're right. Right, Rabbit.
Thank you, my peach.
Wyvern ended that when I had a mouthful of food. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I can continue talking, but, you know,
Your
I
timing
think
is everything, why?
Sonia is better than I am at filling the gaps here.
my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely, boy.
She throwing them compliments around like they nothing.
I wanted to know what your mouth was full of, though.
Carrots actually.
Oh.
Got chicken, Hunan chicken, and I was
It always sounds something to get better that way.
all right. Old man Boudreaux. He's 87.
Mhm.
Pretty old. And his girlfriend. She's also 87 years old. They went to the doctor's office recently, and the doctor asked what he could do for him. Boudreaux says, "Can you watch us make love?"
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now, after a few seconds, the doctor
Wow.
mental abilities. He examined both of them and told them, "Go ahead, have at it." So they made love for a while. The doctor then re-examined them, told him that he could see nothing wrong. And they paid the doctor and left. Now this went on for several weeks. In
Wow.
fact, a couple of times a week.
Wow.
Couple times.
They would go to the doctor, get examined, have sex, pay the doctor, and leave. After a couple of months, the doctor, he's curious. Wouldn't you be? He finally asked him. He said, "Look, I ain't got no problem taking your money, but just what are you trying to find out? I don't see any problem with your medical or your sex life. I don't understand. What exactly are you wanting to know?" Boudreaux, he says, "Well, Doc, we're not trying to find out anything. We can't go to my house to have sex because my wife is home. We can't go to her house to have sex
That is
because her husband's home. And if we go to the Holiday Inn, $70. Go to the Hill, $90. You could do it here for $40. And I get 35 back for Medicaid."
Yay! I'm drinking on that. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, $10 is $10.
That's right. Money ain't free.
$35 back is $35 back.
That's actually pretty smart.
Alright, since we're on the topic of that. One more. Boudreaux, down at the Bayou Bar, Saturday afternoon. Down a few of them beers. Now he was starting to feel a little frisky. He was making small talk with the barmaid. And pretty soon, the talk turned to fooling around. Boudreaux, he asked that lady, he says, Chef, which men you think make the best lovers? She replied rather quickly, the absolute best lovers are American Indians. Cajun. Boudreaux, Michelle, let me introduce you to me. My name is Geronimo Boudreaux. We'll come up with some shit, huh? Alright, let me zoom out. Who's ready to come up here and tell a couple of jokes?
I can if you
Yay!
He's ready.
Go Gleeswell!
Alright, everybody, let's welcome up Gleason.
Ah,
Hey,
Ooh, where's my chair?
You're standing
Let's
up.
see if I
Yeah.
can sit. Yay!
Good.
Yay!
Yay! You're not seeing my back ass, is which is good. Woo! I still have some of the joke calendar stupid jokes, so I'm going to get the stupid jokes out of the way first. Why was the boy jumping rope down the school hall?
Why?
He
Why?
was skipping class.
You.
And what happened when the girl swallowed her apple juice?
What?
It was insider.
Later.
So Joe says, did you find the missing apples from the orchard? And Sam says, no, my search was fruitless. And why did the choir go on a cruise?
Why?
They wanted to hit the high seas.
I can't do that anymore.
they couldn't get any better than B flat, so they wanted to get.
Well, I can be flat. Oh, I am.
When do you need medicine on a train?
That's right.
When you have locomotion sickness.
that's a good one. I've had that.
Why would you give away a fireplace for free?
Why?
You must have a big hearth.
Oh.
Hearth. And why was the dog barking at the fireplace? It made her hot under the collar. And what happened to all your furniture? I gave it to Charity.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
And I know it's getting there. What do you get when you cross a frog and a chair?
What's wrong?
Uh,
A toadstool.
I told you to. Oh, clever.
And why did the witch put a frog in her drink? She wanted some Coca-Cola. Oh God, that's horrible.
Maybe she wanted to croak.
Coca-Cola.
She wanted to croak.
Why did Humpty Dumpty get sent to the principal's office?
Uh-oh.
why?
He was a rotten egg.
Oh.
And what do you call a book with sparkles?
What?
Literature.
Literature.
God, that's even worse.
Don't
Why
buy that
did the
calendar.
skunk have to stand in the corner?
Why?
Bye.
She was a little stinker. So that's the end of those ones. But being retired, I've been trying a lot of different recipes and cooking a few different things. I made baked eggplant parmesan. That came out pretty good. But
Nice.
yeah, baked. I combined laxative with alphabet soup. So when I put it on the table, I say let her rip. Well, we missed Saturday, And Saturday was International Woman. Well, we didn't miss it. I remember most of it, but it was International Women's Day, and you know it's important that I bring these things up because as a woman, what do you want? You want respect. You want a level playing field, new chimichurros, chocolate, and really good gossip. Now, there's a sign that says, caution, men at work. Women work all the time. Men have to put up a sign when they work. Now, also
Yeah,
remember...
but women get the slippery when wet signs all over the hospitals and shit.
Good one.
You're invited to my next show. Yay. Without her, even Hero is a zero.
Without
Hero, her,
What?
Hero without her is a zero. Okay, never mind. I'll move on.
Got
Oh,
it.
hero. Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So,
Well, hero is just a row.
yeah.
It's like a row in a hay.
Now isn't that caviar?
It can be. Fish roe.
The history of Women's Day. Initially, Women's Day was planned for March 6th, and women took 2 days to get ready, and that's why it was postponed to March 8th. They also planned Men's Day, but as always, they forgot the date.
Oopsie.
For themselves, I'm sure they
But
remember.
it's going to get worse and
Yeah.
better. Behind every angry woman stands a man who has absolutely no idea what he did wrong.
Yeah.
And then there's that.
And then we'll say, well, women should come with instructions. What's the point of that? Have you ever seen a man read the instructions?
Nope.
Right? Yeah.
Ooh.
It gets better. The top 7 things men do that upset women.
Oh, here we go.
They lie. They're too honest. They don't talk. They talk too much. They don't show emotions. And they're too emotional. And 7, breathe. See, this was really good. We had that little spat earlier, so this kind of plays right into it.
Right in the back.
For women to be happy with a man, you must understand him a lot and love him a little. To be happy with a woman, you must love her a lot and not try to even understand her at all.
There you go.
And the very last quote is from Teddy Roosevelt.
Eddie.
And it is, if you could kick the person in the pants responsible for all your trouble, you wouldn't be able to sit for a month.
True. Good one, lady.
Lisa.
Hey, way to go, T-Rock.
Good job, Lisa.
All right, big hand for Gleacy, y'all.
What are you doing, Nick?
Pushing that chair.
Chad got a thing going on sometimes.
Nobody.
Chad ain't picky either.
It's not. We've all done
All
it.
right, just a quick one. Boudreaux opened up the morning newspaper and was dumbfounded to read in the obituary column that he had died.
Oh no.
Now he quickly phoned up Thibodeau. He says, "Did you see the paper? They say I died." Yes,
Oh.
I saw it, replied Thibodeau. Where you calling from? Heaven or hell, bro? Alright, who wants to come up next?
I'm up.
Yay!
Fiddler!
Fiddler!
Yay, Fiddlery!
Let's do food.
Big hand for the fiddle.
Yay, Fiddlery!
Hey.
Hey, Fiddler! Woo!
Tonight, believe it or not, all the little jokes I got are rated completely G
Really?
at
Oh.
SD.
God, I miss
General,
it more and more.
silly and dumb. And they all have to do with farming, which I like the wise little joke there. Farming jokes. What's black and white and eats like a horse?
What?
Zebra.
Yeah.
That's true.
Things does a farmer talk about when they're milking cows?
What?
Utter nonsense. As farmers, we hear a lot of jokes about sheep. We tell them to the dog, but he heard them all.
Oh.
Mercy.
Did you hear about the magic tractor?
No.
It turned into a field.
That's cute.
And it keeps going, it'll turn into a road.
Did you hear about the wooden tractor?
No.
It had wooden wheels, a wooden engine, wooden transmission, and it wouldn't work.
Wouldn't start.
Where do horses go when they're sick?
Where?
To the hospital.
Hospital. I'll go get to that hospital right now.
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
Why?
Because they lack toes.
Lactose.
Like,
Okay, you gotta follow me on this one and answer it. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cows.
Cows who?
Aru.
Cows go.
Cows go.
Where?
move.
Yeah. Cows go moo.
Yeah.
I was the moo-hoo.
I told you.
that was not the good one.
I know. But this is my joke. I actually wrote this one, okay?
Oh.
What is extremely dirty and it smells like straw, hay, horse, cow, and pig manure, but sounds utterly amazing?
But
Skunk weed.
Oh? The farmer and Adele.
That's a good one.
that was good.
That's my joke.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Fiddler, yours was the best of all of
All
them.
right, big hand for Philly, y'all.
Yay, Fiddler Wee!
Thank you.
Here it is.
Thank you, everybody, for putting up with me.
Oh, sorry. What else we gonna do?
Nick, you're terrible.
What? Damn. I have to start hitting the microphone instead of the chair.
Oh, is that what you do? Is that what we should do?
Maybe.
Wow.
All right, next time. It won't put you backwards on a chair.
Okay.
Damn.
Where's Pepper
Boudreaux.
tonight?
Huh?
Where's Pepper tonight?
She is having login issues. She's
Oh.
she can't get in. Well, she got in, but she couldn't get voice, and then she got out, and now she can't get back in at all.
Oh.
Rebooting her system, and
Oh, Canada's cutting off power up there. Yeah. Okay.
No, that got rescinded.
All right.
so she's watching though. I'm sure.
Good.
Say, hey, Pepper. How you
Hey,
doing?
Papa.
Hey, Papa.
Hello.
Pepper! I miss you here, Pepper.
All right. Boudreaux and Thibodeau walking down the street. Oh man, I told y'all this one already. Dang it. All right, Thibodeau saw Boudreaux sitting on his front porch the other morning. He stops. He asks Boudreaux what he's doing at home in the middle of the day instead of being down at his job down at the zoo. Boudreaux tells him he got fired. See, I got fired yesterday, Thibodeau. Thibodeau said, man, that's too bad. I thought you was doing a really good job over there. Why they fired you? And Boudreaux said, well, I really don't know. The owner of the zoo told me to put up some signs, you know, telling people all about the animals. So I did that. And I put up all the signs with the best recipes I could think of for each one of them. And that's when I got fired.
Actually got fired.
That's the
Man,
story.
if you can't eat it, what's the point of it even?
Right? Well, you could. You can find it. You can get the Himalayan one.
Himalaya.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. One more. Boudreaux. He decided one day that he wanted to try ice fishing.
That's the
Ice
stupid
fishing.
Tibetan corn star. Himalayan.
He went to the library to read some books, you know, to learn how to ice fish. He went to the nearest frozen lake he could find, set up all his equipment, and he proceeded to cut a hole in the ice. Suddenly he hears a loud voice from above. There are no fish under the ice. So he picks up all his stuff and moves a little ways down the water. Proceeds to cut another hole. Again, the booming voice from above. There are no fish under the ice. Again, Boudreaux, he said, well, you pick up all my stuff, I'm going over to that other end. He starts to cut another hole. And one more time, again, the voice. There ain't no fish under the ice. Boudreaux looks up. Is that you, God? The voice. No, Boudreaux. I'm the ice rink manager. I was wondering the whole time where he was going to find that frozen lake at. Now, we had a blizzard a few months ago. But I don't think it froze no lakes.
Yeah, you don't even have ice skating there, do you? Do you have any rinks?
Days.
We used to have an ice skating rink at the mall,
Yeah.
like when I was a little kid, but that was a long time ago. The mall and the ice skating rink is gone.
The malls are
Probably
disappearing.
going down.
And then, believe it or not, we had a hockey team, the New Orleans Brass. They had a skating rink, but it wasn't for
Wow.
public.
Ah.
So it didn't-
Were they related to the Tijuana Brass?
Might be. I don't know. They didn't last long. This was like back in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh, you're a baby.
Were they in the
Like that
NHL?
was around the time of Hurricane Katrina. So yeah,
Probably not.
around 2000.
Were they like in the pony leagues or senior leagues? They weren't in the NHL at all.
Nah, it was like some under league something. I don't know. Fucking hockey. I don't know nothing about that shit. It was a hockey team. That's all I know.
It was like
Like
what
arena
players go
football
to
kind of a thing.
before. It's like the minor league baseball for hockey.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided never to
We
go
also
to a hockey
had-
game.
Tupelo
had-
had a team as well in that same, I think, in that same Southern Conference.
Yeah. They didn't last here. I think they had problems keeping ice frozen.
Oh, they still do. They still freeze over the hockey rink that they built at Christmas, and they bring in the ice capades and shit, and they do Christmas ice skating and shit.
That's cool.
They did a full thing here.
Where are you?
Mississippi.
Oh.
There's a ton of
Northern,
Yeah, just a few
Mississippi.
thousand miles south of Hockey Town.
you have to make that clear. Northern Mississippi.
Oh,
Different than southern Mississippi.
very much so.
Yeah.
MISSIPPI.
But that's true of Louisiana. Louisiana, North Louisiana is a bunch of rednecks. South Louisiana is a bunch of coon asses. It's just the way it is.
Where do you stand, Nick?
I'm way down. I'm down there with the coon asses for sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the difference is between a coon ass and a redneck.
Me either.
You got a lot of rednecks up here, but they're northern rednecks.
Rednecks are
Yeah,
like
that's a whole nother
people
thing.
guy and
Right.
Foxworthy. Those are rednecks.
But you could tell the difference between the northern redneck and a,
Florida
alright.
redneck.
Let me get off of that topic. I ain't messing with rednecks. I ain't fucking with no northern rednecks. Alright. Boudreaux, once again, sitting down at the Bayou Bar. Y'all remember that? Now
Yeah.
this time he was minding his own business when this big old oil field roughneck walks in. Walks straight up to Boudreaux, backhands him off the bar stool.
Boom.
Big guy looks down at Boudreaux laying down on the floor. He says, "Karate from Japan."
Oh my God.
Wasn't expecting that. Boudreaux, he picks himself up, brushes himself off, sits back on his bar stool. He ain't scared of that motherfucker. A couple of minutes later, big guy again. Gonna whop Boudreaux in the head, knocking him to the floor again.
Oops.
Looks down at Boudreaux, he says, "Karate from Japan." That's what the fuck he said the first time. Same thing. Anyway, Boudreaux, he gets up, brushes himself off, walks out the bar. About 5 minutes later, he comes back in, walks up to the bar, whammo! Knocks the guy off the stool, down on the floor, knocked his ass out cold. Boudreaux sits down, takes a sip of his beer, looks down at the big guy, he says, "Tire tool, 67 Chevy pickup."
Yay.
Alright, who's coming next?
Jim.
Jim.
Jim, yeah,
Welcome,
Jim.
Jim. Alright, everybody. Big welcome to Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you. Mic check. Is my mic over modulating, or is everything?
Good.
Yeah?
Me.
Thank you. All right. A survey indicates that the smartphone is the #1 handheld device. Slipping to second place is the penis.
Slipping, for sure.
It's just slipped into second.
Sliding and slipping and sliding. Oh,
That's right.
I'm getting kind of boom over here. Oh, excuse me.
Keep going.
Alright, this is the I'm
Got
sorry,
my-
Jim. Carry on.
I had a cold, and I usually sound worse when I'm getting better. My voice is really low when I sound worse. Sure, for men, it's true. I was at least 48 before I developed my breasts.
I'm 73 and I never got any. What the fuck?
I told my girlfriend I'd been invited to go on a week-long fishing trip with my boss, and this could be a huge opportunity for a promotion. And Katie, pack my clothes and get my rod and tackle box ready, and don't forget to include my new blue silk pajamas. When I got back, she asked all these questions. How was your trip? Did you catch anything? I said, yeah, tons. Salmon, bluegill, even a few swordfish. But why didn't you pack my silk pajamas? She said, oh, I did. They were in your tackle box.
Oh.
Oldest trick in the book.
A new survey found that 93% of Americans believe hand washing is important for their health. Survey respondents reported on average washing their hands 7.5 times a day. I guess there's one wash in there that only involved one hand, which probably includes the crutch. The hand washing survey also found that 77% of Americans see other people leave public restrooms without washing their hands. So 16% think it's important and don't do it. It's probably those who believe their hand will get clean using their crutch.
Yeah.
Right. Well, is it weirder to watch you pee or watch you wash? I don't know. A carrot, a cucumber, and a penis were talking about how bad life is. The carrot said, "My life's terrible. When I get big and hard, they chop me up and put me in a salad." Cucumber said, "That's nothing. When I get big and hard, they stick me in a jar full of vinegar and vacuum seal me." Penis said, "When I get big and hard, they put a rubber tarp on my head, stick me in a dark room, and bang my head against the wall until I throw up and pass out."
That's bad.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
And my final joke, we do have Junior Derby, Demolition Derby this week, tomorrow, 4 p.m. I mean, check in my...
Well, hold on. I guess you didn't get the notice.
Yes, I didn't.
Salty Bob is taking all that up. He's letting that go.
Derby's been canceled, dude.
Oh, well, this is the first I've heard.
Cancel forever?
You should read the notices, dude.
Yeah, I should read the notices, dude.
Notice? I didn't even notice. I didn't notice a notice.
I didn't notice any notices.
The last notice was, "This is the last Derby."
Oh, that was on
Wow. Why is he doing that? Does anyone know?
Because it's
He
expensive to
said-
keep the land.
Money issues and low turnout and money issues.
Ah.
Last week
Gotcha.
we
Not
canceled.
enough people
Making
showing up
money.
for him to chip
It's
off
like a
the real
spoiler
life
almost,
to keep the
you
place
know.
open.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense.
Last week we canceled Mardi Gras, so today was going to be Mardi Gras and Pie Day, but I guess
I know.
it'll be in.
This won't be either one, will it?
2020.
boy.
No, but we got
Oh, well.
Patty's Day coming up.
Wouldn't be Second Life if things didn't change, right?
Wouldn't be first life if things didn't change. Yeah.
Well, then constant is change itself.
Well, you
So
could
my
put
last
it in
joke-
Another location, but you don't have the tracks or anything, so.
Oh, well, I'll have to read the notices and see if it gets replaced somewhere else. So for my final joke tonight, in a recent study about penis size in terms of length or width related to female sexual satisfaction, 45 of 50 reported width was more important. That explains why in my whole life I've only been able to satisfy 5 women.
With.
Oh,
Yeah, Jim Brown!
All right, big
Yay!
hand for Jim, y'all.
Hey, Jim.
Jimbo. Well done, Jimbo.
All right, what time is it? We got a few more minutes. How many other people got jokes? Let's see some hands.
How do you put a hand up?
I don't know.
Me either. I have one that I really want to tell before the end of the night, but I have a lot
Alright.
more, but I don't have
You
to.
make kind of a scooping, spearheaded shape with your fingers, and then you start
Yes.
from there, and then when it gets...
Yeah, imagine doing exactly what you're
Wait.
thinking.
You're asking for
alone.
something different, sorry.
But alone.
All right, just a quick joke. Like I'll decide. Wise got one more. Somebody else might have one. We got time.
I got a couple more.
I have a lot more, but I want to do one more at least.
I have a lot more too, and
Okay.
I'll do like 3 of them.
Okay.
Boudreaux, he saw Thibodeau walking into the doctor's office one day. He asked Thibodeau what he was going to the doctor for. Thibodeau says, "Go and get me one of them circumcisions."
Ooh.
Boudreaux,
What?
ooh-wee, that's gonna hurt you, yeah. Thibodeau said, man, are you sure that circumcisions hurt? Like bad? Boudreaux, he replied and said, let me tell you, I had me one of them circumcisions when I was a baby. Couldn't walk for a whole year. I had to get that one out. Alright, the stage is vacated.
Naked.
Y'all can fight over it.
No, I'll just
Moving on.
sit here and I'm gonna do.
Why?
Oh, look what it happened to me. Look at this stupid thing. I want to sit here. There. Okay. All right. This is the one that I really wanted to tell because I love this. Is so stupid. This is for you, Galisa. So a bloke calls his mate, the horse breeder, and he says he's going to send a friend over to look at a horse. And the mate says, well, how will I recognize him? And the guy says, well, it's pretty easy. He's a dwarf with a speech impediment. So the dwarf shows up, and the breeder asks him if he's looking for a male or a female horse. A female horse. So he shows him his prize filly. Nice looking horse. Can I see her eyes? So the breeder picks up the dwarf, and he gives the horse's eyes a once-over. Nice eyes. Can I see her ears? So he picks up the little fellow again and shows him the horse's ears. Nice ears. Can I see her mouth? And the breeder's getting kind of pissed off by now, and he picks him up again and shows him her horse's mouth. Nice mouth. Can I see her twat? Now, really pissed off, the breeder grabs him under his arm, rams the dwarf's head up the horse's ass, pulls him out, and slams him on the ground. The midget gets up sputtering and coughing. Perhaps I should rephrase that. Can I see her one around a little bit? And you don't need more, but if you do, I have more after that.
Oh, that was good. I had to watch once.
That was funny. Alright, who's up?
Well, who was... There we go.
Fiddler he's not even here. He had to go.
He ain't even in.
Oh, well, I can come back until he gets here if you need me, okay? Let me know.
Alright, a man walked up to Boudreaux's house. He knocked on the door. When Marie opened the door, the man asked if she knew how to have sex. Marie was not amused. She slammed the door. Again, the man knocked, and again, he asked the same question. Again, she slammed the door and screamed, "Go away!" Now later, she told Boudreaux about the incident. He said he would stay home the following day just in case he came back. And sure enough, the next day, the same man returned. Now Boudreaux, he hid behind the door with his gun. While Marie answered the door.
Stuff.
When she was asked again if she knew how to have sex, she said yes. The man replied, "Good. Give your husband some the next time you see him, and maybe he'll stay away from my wife." Busted. That's some shit. Them coon asses, man. I tell you, they just can't keep themselves contained, singular to themselves. All right, I ain't gonna tell y'all this one. Does anybody want to come up?
Well, where's Fiddler Wee? Is he coming back? Because if not, I'll tell a couple more until he gets here.
He's back. He's just walked in.
Good.
You want to go up there, mister?
Come on, Fiddler.
Hey,
Come on,
mister,
Fiddler.
you want to go up on stage, mister?
Or, okay, he's coming at it.
There we go.
I understand.
Is he coming or is he just breathing hard? What is going on?
I don't know. You have to ask Gleason. I guess that was for Gleason to answer.
Okay.
Shut up.
What kind of exercise do lazy people do?
None.
Diddly squats.
Hey,
Diddly squats.
What do you call a pony with a cough? A little horse.
Aww.
Little horse.
What is Forrest? Peppa's here?
Yep.
Hey, Peppa, welcome.
Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Glad you came. The best jokes right now. What is Forrest Gump's password? One, Forrest, one.
One Forrest, one. One.
How does a rabbi make coffee? He brews it.
He brews it.
Is it? Oh.
Rest in peace, boiling water. You will be missed.
Wow, steamy.
Yeah.
This is true. If you think talk is cheap, you probably never talk to a lawyer.
Ah.
That's a
Or the
good
phone
one.
sex operator.
Yeah. Gleesy, I don't know that one. Come on, buddy.
Two artists had an art contest. It ended in a draw.
Draw.
And my last one, I never make mistakes. At one time I thought I did, but I was wrong.
I was wrong.
You were wrong! Yay!
Thank you.
Yay, Philly!
Thanks.
All right, big hand for the tip. Oh,
Hey, Philly!
Yay.
come on, Ron. All right, one more joke, y'all.
Okay.
Boudreaux dying. He's on his deathbed.
Oh.
He asked Marie. He said, Marie, soon I will be gone.
Oh.
There's something I have to know. In all these 50 years of marriage, have you ever been unfaithful to me? Now, you know, I pulled these jokes out the middle of the stack, and I swear I read this one like 2 weeks ago, I think.
And about 3 weeks before that, just for the
We've
record.
heard so many of them. You get
It's alright, it's okay.
Well, at least that means y'all remember and y'all are paying attention.
We were.
It's actually one of the better ones, so yeah, I do remember.
All right. Well, that ain't good,
Oh, God.
Now,
And
Marie,
one
she
that I actually
replied. She
went
says, well,
downstairs with
Boudreaux,
my mom, and she got a chuckle out of it.
I have to be honest with you. Yes, I've been unfaithful to you 3 times in these last 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
But it was always for good reason.
Yeah.
Now, Boudreaux, he was obviously hurt by his wife's confession. He said, well, I never suspected. Can you tell me what you mean by good reasons? So Marie says, she says, the first time was shortly after we got married. And we were about to lose our little house because we couldn't pay the mortgage. You wouldn't get your lazy ass up and go to work. Do you remember that one evening I went to see the banker, and the next day he notified you that the loan would be extended so we wouldn't lose the house? Now, Boudreaux, he recalled the visit to the banker, and he says, well, I can forgive you for that, Marie. You saved our home. You saved our family. What about the second time? Marie says, well, you remember when you were so sick, but we didn't have no money to pay for the heart surgery you needed. Well, I went to see your doctor one night, and if you recall, he did the surgery at no charge. She must be good, y'all. I recall that, said Boudreaux. And you did it to save my life. Of course, I can forgive you. What about the third time? Do you remember when you ran for president of your golf club and you needed 73 more votes to win?
See, we can laugh again.
Alright, that's number 4, right? Alright, everybody. Unless, last call, I guess. Anybody got one more in their back pocket if they want to do?
I got one more in my back pocket. I'm doing it.
All right, why
Well,
not?
mainly I was speaking about the people who didn't say one yet.
They didn't stand
Did it
up.
on their
What the
last
hell's
chance.
wrong with them? Come on, let's get up,
Every
buddy. Somebody,
opportunity. Every opportunity.
somebody get up.
Alright, well, with that, I'm going to say thank you for coming to watch the show.
Thank you,
for
Nick.
joking with us. Thank you for laughing with us. And thank you for spending your time with us. And
Don't forget to
I
tip
have
us
no
in.
idea what match game is going to be.
Sports. Sports.
Oh,
It's,
it's-
football.
Thank
Football
you, and
cheerleading.
Boston
Isn't that what it was
everybody.
last week?
Those are good
No,
Boston says
no,
hi.
last week was
Oh, it was
Oscars.
cinema.
Oscars. This week it
Yeah,
looks like football.
It was a football
thing.
field.
Yeah, okay. Alright,
Yeah,
football.
UFL starts.
So either be a football player or a cheerleader. Yeah.
And Boston says hi. He's on the stream.
Hey, boss.
Hey,
Hey,
Boston.
Boston.
I don't know him, but I've heard so much about him.
Boston,
We
Lord.
miss our sports every week.
Yeah, we need
All right, our
Boston to
sports
get back
update.
on.
Keep
huh?
Boston back to
Sports
give us
updates.
the sports update.
Yeah. Alright, good night, everybody. I'm killing the stream, but I ain't
Night,
going anywhere.
YouTube. Remember
Hey,
to like,
good night.
subscribe.